This is the video for the MyMath, MyHomework page for Lesson 5, Subtract 3-digit numbers. The top part of the page is just the homework helper. There's no problem to do here for you. It's just an explanation of the concept of subtracting 3-digit numbers with regrouping. So I'm not going to read this problem or walk through it. They do it for you. So just look at that. If you need extra help, it's there to help you. Let's look at our practice problems. Subtract. Use addition to check your answer. So number 1, we need to subtract $518 minus $319. So I'm going to look at my ones first, and 8 minus 9. I can't subtract 9 from 8, so I go next door to the tens and take a 10 away, which means that becomes 0 tens. And all right, but that also means that I took that 10 and broke it up into 10 ones, and 10 ones plus 8 ones is 18 ones. I'm going to mark out that 8 because it's not 8 ones anymore. Now we can subtract our ones. 18 minus 9 is 9. And now we have to try to subtract 0 tens minus 1 10, which we can't do. So we're going to have to go over here to the hundreds and take 100 over here and break it up into 10 tens. So 10 tens plus 0 tens is still going to be 10 tens. So now we have 10 tens and we're subtracting 1 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. And then 400s minus 300s is 100. Now it says check. Well, what does that mean? That means we're going to take the difference that we found, $199, and we're going to add it to the $319 that we were subtracting and see if we get the original number we're working with, 518. 9 plus 9 is 18. And we're going to regroup that 110 over here. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. 11 tens, well, we have to regroup that 10 tens into 100. And so 100 plus 100 is 200. 200 plus 300 is 500. Did we get our original number? Why, yes, we did. So it checked out. Good job. All right, let's go on to number 2. 641 minus 229. Start in your ones column. 1 minus 9, can't do that, so go next door to the tens. And we're going to take a 10, so this becomes 3 tens instead of 4. And we take that 10, we break it up into 10 ones. And 10 ones plus 1 1 is 11 ones. So now we can subtract. 11 minus 9 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1, and 6 minus 2 is 4. All right, now we still have to check. So we're going to take the answer that we found, 412, and add it to the number that we were subtracting to see if we get our original number. So 412 plus 229, 2 plus 9 is 11, and we're going to regroup that 10 over here. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. And 4 plus 2 is 6. All right. It checks out because we got the original number. Very good. All right. Let's turn the page to page 164. All right. It says subtract. Use addition to check your answer. These are just like the front of the page. All right, so I'm going to subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. 6 minus 5, 6 tens minus 5 tens is 110. And 7 hundreds minus 3 hundreds is 400. So we got $411. Now we're going to check by adding our answer, our difference. So $411 plus $353. And 1 plus 3 is 4. 110 plus 510 is 6 tens. And 4 hundreds plus 3 hundreds is 7 hundreds. It checks out. We got the same number that we started with up here. And now let's look at number 4. 542 minus 265. Start with your ones. 2 minus 5. Nope, can't do it. Go next door to your tens. And you're going to take a 10 and break it up. And 10 ones plus 2 ones is 12. So make sure you cross out the numbers you changed. So now we can subtract our ones because we have 12 ones minus 5 ones. And that equals 7. 3 tens minus 6 tens. We can't do it, so we need to go next door to the hundreds. We're going to take one of those hundreds and break it up into 10 tens. So 10 tens plus 3 tens is 13 tens. And 13 tens minus 6 tens is 7 tens. And 4 hundreds minus 200 equals 200. So we got 277. Let's check our answer. 277 plus 265 should equal this original number, which was 542. So let's see. 7 plus 5 is 12. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. So it checks out because we came up with the same number next door that's the original number. All right, so on 5, 6, and 7, it says algebra. Subtract to find the unknown. So here we're just going to subtract to find the unknown, and then down here we have to write what the answer to our subtraction problem was. Now, when you're subtracting, I suggest keeping it all organized like they did up here. So 599 minus 284, 9 minus 4 is 5, 9 minus 8 is 1, 5 minus 2 is 3. So our unknown is 315. Do it again on number 6. I like to draw my lines to keep everything nice and organized. 436 minus 377. 6 minus 7, can't do it, so go next door and take a 10. 10 ones plus 6 ones is now 16 ones, and now we can subtract the ones column. 16 minus 7 is 9. And then 2 minus 7, nope, can't do that. So we have to take 100 and break it up into 10 tens. 10 tens plus 2 tens equals 12 tens, and that goes with this, okay? 12 tens minus 7 tens is 5 tens, and 3 hundreds minus 3 hundreds is 0 hundreds. So our answer to our unknown is 59. And number 7, we're going to find 514 minus 175. Start with your ones. 4 minus 5, can't do it. Go next door to the tens and take a 10 and break it up into 10 ones. 10 ones plus 4 ones equals 14 ones. And now we can subtract in the ones column. 14 minus 5 equals 9. And 0 minus 7, can't do it. So go next door and get 100 from the hundreds column and break it up into 10 tens. 10 tens plus 0 tens equals 10 tens. 10 tens minus 7 tens is 3 tens. And 4 hundreds minus 100 is 300. So the unknown is 339. Now we're ready for brain builders. Write a number sentence to solve. Tanisha bought a pack of 225 sheets of paper for her homework. The first week she used 14 sheets of paper. After 2 weeks, she had 198 sheets of paper left. How many sheets of paper did she use the second week? Show your thinking. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how I would find this answer, and then I'm going to show you what the answer is to the problem here on this line. I'm going to do most of my work over here. And all right, so they want to know how many sheets of paper did she use the second week. So her paper was she had 225 sheets to begin with. And the first week she used 14 sheets of paper. And then after 2 weeks, she only had 198 sheets of paper left. So how many did she use in that second week? So the first thing we need to do is find out, okay, 225 minus the 14 sheets she used in that first week, which equals, okay, 5 minus 4 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, and then 2 minus 0 is 2. So there were 211 there, okay. And then, let's see, okay, I'm going to use this down here too, just a little bit longer. And all right, so then if we do this minus 211 minus a question mark, okay, because it's an unknown. And we know it says it equals 198. So in order to find the answer, we need to figure out what 211, what do you subtract from 211 to get 198? But what you can also do is take 211 and subtract 198, okay? And that's what we're going to do to figure this answer out. So I'm looking at my ones column. 1 minus 8, can't do it, so go next door and take a 10, and 10 ones plus 1 1 equals 11 ones, so I'm going to cross that out. Now I can subtract 11 ones minus 8 ones is 3, and 0 minus 9, can't do it, so go next door and get 100. Break it up into 10 tens. 10 tens plus 0 tens equals 10. And 10 minus 9 is 1. And then 100 minus 100 is 0. So how many sheets of paper did she use the second week? She used 13 sheets. And then just to show my thinking, I'm going to show on the line the math that I did to figure this out. So these are the number sentences that we used to get to the answer. But you had to do your work somewhere, either here or on a separate sheet of paper, because doing all of this in your head is very difficult because there's regrouping involved and it's difficult. Okay, so this is the answer and this was our thinking. All right, let's look at number 9. The school library would like to raise $915 for new books. In September, they raised $280. In October, they raised $195. How much more does the library need to raise to reach their goal? Okay, so what we're finding here is $915 minus $475. And what does that equal? Now, this is another problem. I have to go over here and do this problem because I'm not going to do this one in my head. 5 minus 5 is 0. 1 minus 7, can't do it. So we're going to go next door to the hundreds, take 100 and break it up into 10 tens. And 10 tens plus 1 10 equals 11 tens. And now we can subtract. 11 tens minus 7 tens is 4 tens. And 8 hundreds minus 4 hundreds is 400. So 440. So $915 minus $475 is $440. Number 10, test practice. A crate has 272 red and green apples. How many green apples are there? Okay, so as you can see on the apple that they gave you, they show you there's 123 apples and there's 272 total apples. So you're going to have to do some math. So if there's a total of 272 apples and 123 of them are red, you need to subtract the 123 red apples from the 272 apples to find the answer, and then choose, bubble in, which answer is correct. 2 minus 3, can't do it, so go next door to the tens, take a 10, break it up, and 10 ones plus 2 ones makes it 12 ones, and now we can subtract. 12 minus 3 is 9, and 6 minus 2 is 4, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So it looks like A is the correct answer. Don't forget to mark the correct answer. And that is the walkthrough and step-by-step explanation of the problems for our lesson 5, subtract 3-digit numbers, My Homework page.